What we do here is go back.
Hey everybody, welcome to the next installment of Bat Talks About Dumb VTuber Drama. I guess you could say I'm kind of an expert on this subject. Bro, what the fuck? Did I become a commentary channel? How'd it come to this? On this video, we're looking for a certain insect named Hime. Have you seen her? Alleged Asian, about 3 foot tall. Talks like she huffs helium on the reg. She's charged with harassing another VTuber by spreading misinformation, as well as spreading some other stuff. Here's a link to the first video I made about her. Now you're probably wondering, is this Content Cop? Is this Content Cop? No, it isn't fucking Content Cop. It's its own unique series. Well, I am criticizing and poking fun at a content creator for being an asshole. So I guess it kind of is like Content Cop, but for VTubers. So this is our last resort. We're going to find Hime and tell her in person as to why I think her fruit documentary is diarrhea. Plus, I accepted her boxing match she had for fruit. It's a whole thing. You gotta see the other video. And I'm gonna need some training music. Something really unapologetically edgy. Oh shit! Oh shit! Guys, we finally found it. We finally found Hime's anthill. Look at it. This is where she's at right now. Hey Aunt, come on out. Hey, we got a boxing match, remember? Aunt, get your admin out here. Girl. Come on. So all that training was for nothing then? What the Krasnoks? This isn't working. We're gonna need to try a different approach. Aunt, hey Aunt, I got your favorite snack. Delicious sweet rocks, your favorite. Come on out and we can have a little chat about your video. Oh, I promise I won't say anything too mean about the fruit documentary. I just want to chat. Come on, Aunt, come on out. Yeah, she's not buying it. Well, what are you hiding down there anyway? Just come on out and show us what you're hiding in your Discord. I mean, anthill. Yeah, I wonder what it could be that you don't want me to see that's down there. I wonder. LMAO.
No, 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 no.
Hey Aunt, you know, if you just publicly admitted you made a mistake, then I won't be making this video. That's all you had to do. So yeah, cope, seethe, mauled. If you didn't get the obvious memo, I was gonna come after you for harassing another VTuber. This is some truly sad news. Aunt Hime has officially backed out of the fight. Looks like all that tough talk was a facade after all. Instead of taking any accountability, she'd much rather hide and ignore it until I go away. Looks like orangutan lives don't matter to her after all. Sorry boys, I tried. Maybe the reason you're hiding is because you already knew you were wrong and just didn't want to admit it. So you didn't want to bring any attention to the fact that a bat with less than 20 subs easily destroyed your dogshit documentary. You know, for someone who calls themselves unapologetically edgy, you're acting like a massive coward. It's really pathetic.
I thought you were bad! You ain't bad! You ain't nothing!
There is one good thing about Aunt Hime hiding from me. It means I can make fun of her as much as I want, and she'd be too afraid to say anything about it. Think of it as a little extra spice to go along with my aunt criticism. There's a part in Aunt Hime's documentary where she assures the audience that her evidence is legit because she gathered it herself.
I'll be using screenshots from a bunch of different sources and my own recordings, so you the viewer will be well aware that none of it was Photoshop or fake.
I already called out how this is BS since she used a variety of different sources without showing any clear distinction between what was gathered by her personally and what she just heard from someone else. I guess Twitter is considered a reliable source by Aunt Hime's logic. Yeah, Twitter. That social media platform that is famous for its quote-unquote honesty. This is likely how this hilarious mistake ended up happening. But let's take this point even deeper, shall we? I have already seen this piece of evidence hundreds of times by now. How, you ask? Because it has been used by Twitter freaks against fruit for months. Oh, and has anyone else ever noticed how weirdly pixelated and overexposed it looks? Almost kind of gives off the feeling of a bad Photoshop. Okay, this one is really funny, and I didn't do it justice the first time around. Do you see this account right here? That's from a transphobic 4chan account that is pretending to be LGBT on Twitter. Let's see how long it takes us to figure out it's fake. Let's see. Okay. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, look at it. How long was that? So Ant is either so lazy that she failed to do the bare minimum of fact-checking, or she lied. So why did Ant use a mix of different sources while saying it was all gathered by herself? Easy. It was to manipulate you into thinking they were all legit.
I'll be using screenshots from a bunch of different sources and my own recording, so you, the viewer, will be well aware that none of it was Photoshop or fake.
Now let's say hypothetically that some of the leaked messages were real, which it's very likely a few are. Wouldn't that make Ant a huge hypocrite? She says offensive stuff all the time on her Twitter and Discord. You genuinely expect me to believe that Aunt Hime is offended by the N-word? Bruh! Now, before you grab your torches and pitchforks, Ant is unapologetically edgy after all, and I like edgy humor. I feel like it's wrong to assume bad faith without truly knowing what was one's intentions when saying something offensive. For example, I made my own edgy joke. Looks real bad, don't it? Incredibly offensive even. How could I even say something like this? Oh my god, looks like it's time for me to get cancelled. Oh wait, it was a sarcastic response to an extremely homophobic comment I got. I was pointing out the absurdity in his own dumbass logic. Why do I bring this up? Well, it's because Ant doesn't give you any context to the offensive fruit quotes. She cherry-picked them out and only showed you what she wanted to show. Did I mention that the majority of these fruit quotes would be around 5 years old by now? Someone's opinion can change a lot in that time. I know mine has. What's more likely, Fruit is secretly transphobic and all her current support is an act for clout? Or she said something edgy years ago and had changed her viewpoint for the better? The answer is pretty fucking obvious. Meanwhile, Ant has been and continues to say offensive comments to this day. She defends this behavior by saying stuff like,
Let's talk about me being unapologetically edgy real quick. I mean, what did you honestly expect? Do you need giant red signs pointing at it? Seriously, I literally support the LGBT.
Wait up, Aunt Hime supports the LGBT? Oh my god, this definitely isn't being used as an excuse to say homophobic jokes. I'm curious, do you also have a black friend? Is that how you got the N-word pass?
Help seed and mauled if you didn't get the obvious memo that I'm unapologetically edgy.
So let me get this straight. Aunt thinks it's okay when she says something offensive because she's edgy. But if anyone else says something offensive, even if it was years ago, even if said person changed for the better, then that person still deserves to be cancelled. Hey, Aunt Hime, I don't think you actually believe the offensive stuff you say. You're right, it does look like just a big edgy joke you like to play, but I do think you are an idiot who lacks any self-awareness. Remember when Aunt quote tweeted this in response to Fruit opening up about her past abuse? I've already said how it's extremely dismissive of someone's trauma and how it's clear Aunt wanted to unfairly discredit any allegations that make Fruit look sympathetic. That way Fruit can appear as hateable as possible to her audience. But I also think the points Aunt attempted to make are extremely stupid. So let's point and laugh at them, shall we?
Sorry Danielle Fruit, but I don't know how you were abused when 1. Your husband was in Afghanistan.
Apparently Aunt thinks because her ex was away for a specific moment of time that it is impossible for there to have been abuse and toxicity. Let me remind you that they were married. I think it's pretty fucking obvious that we can assume they interacted with each other before his deployment.
2. There were no abuse recollections from people who both knew you and your ex-husband.
Wow, it's almost like it was hidden from the public or something. Kinda like how the majority of these cases tend to be.
Abuse can happen indoors, but considering she has a history of lying.
You know who else has a history of lying?
3. Let's say he was an abuser. Did the other 4 men deserve to be cheated on by Apricot Fruit of all people? Either way, you're still guilty.
This is outrageous! He has no proof! Where's his proof? I demand to see proof!
Hey Aunt, if you're gonna say that Fruit is having multiple affairs at once, can you at least show the tiniest bit of evidence for it? Because to me, it sounds like you're making shit up. Seems like just a dirty rumor you are trying to spread. Oh, and don't say that the mysterious nude leaker confirms multiple cheatings. No, Ant, it doesn't confirm shit. It was leaked anonymously, meaning you have no idea. It could have been any ex from any time who disliked fruit. I got an idea who it might be, but I ain't gonna say it, because making unconfirmed accusations based on no evidence is pretty fucking cringe.
I think we can all see who the real clown is.
Speaking about those nudes, weren't you the one that was spreading them all over your Discord?
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't. But I've considered it.
Does anyone else think Ant is weirdly invested with this relationship drama? She was so determined to ruin someone's VTubing career over a cheating allegation. This is so strange considering she has even said herself, this was only made for content.
Why did you make that video?
I mean, I kinda just like enjoying I kinda just enjoy making commentary videos, that's it. And Fruit, well, yeah, some fucking dude was like, yo, I know some shit about Fruit, and I got a couple of friends who were like friends with her. Like, that's it. Not really, complicated or whatever. Like, some fucking Daniel Sims are kinda just there like, oh, she made that because she has some ulterior motive or some shit. Nah, man, I just want to make a fucking video on her. And like,
Not that deep. It's not that deep.
So basically, you saw the Fruit hate bandwagon and decided to jump on Cinna's allegations for views. Okay, got ya. Speaking of Cinna, I feel very conflicted about him. On one hand, I can sympathize with some of his feelings. I was once in a bad relationship too, and no, it's none of your fucking business, but man, I know that feel, bro. It sucks. But on the other hand, bruh, it takes two people to cheat. You got to have some level of responsibility on your part. You can't just demonize the other person forever. It's been over 10 years now. Fruit very clearly has moved on and doesn't want anything to do with this part of her life. Now don't go hating on Cinna. I think he's starting to realize what he done wasn't right, and it shows a level of maturity on his part.
Also, for future reference, I don't think asking someone for the nudes of the person that hurt them is a smart idea usually. I say that respectfully because I usually tell you to go kick rocks. Now, I could sit here and correct a lot of things that have been said and even add more proof, but the drama has run its course. And for my sanity, it needs to be buried. She swept this under the rug, and though I didn't have the luxury to do the same, I handled the drama poorly. But, as I said above, trying to go anywhere with any of this proof will go nowhere, as I have seen on VT and many other places. People either don't care understandably or come up with the most absurd reasons to defend her, despite only knowing of her existence as a VTuber. It's a private matter at the end of the day, and it should have stayed that way. Though, I am to blame for not doing a better job of choosing who I showed my proof to. Was just eager to defend myself against a bigger person who had a lot more pull than me, I suppose. I won't lie, but there was a time I would have loved to see people give her shit and potentially cancel her. But, I'm well past that. It just ain't healthy.
He also wants to move on and is able to reflect on his own actions. Good on him. Hey Cinna, if you're ever down to do an interview that isn't depressing, how about one with me? We can talk about Fortnite. Wait a minute. If the guy who made the allegations even thinks y'all are going too far, what the hell are you guys even fighting for? I thought this was about justice or some shit. What even is the end goal here? Is this for desing? Oh wait, he also says he's over it. I get why Fruit is so sick and tired of hearing about this. I am too. It looks like they all are. The only people who aren't are Twitter freaks and Aunt Hime apparently. Y'all acting like Fruit deserves to be burned on the stake for crimes against humanity. I agree, cheating is bad. I hate my ex too, I get it, but this is ridiculous. It's just a bunch of people who had a really bad relationship experience accusing each other. You don't know if she was abused, you don't know how serious the cheating was, you don't know who leaked the nudes. Put your keyboards down, take a deep breath, and relax for a minute. Actually look what has been said. My goodness, are you guys secretly a bunch of NTR protagonists or something? Jeez. Okay, that's enough of that. This relationship drama stuff isn't my business and I hate talking about it. But I had to say what needed to be said. Privacy is an important part about being a VTuber. Isn't that right, Aunt Hime?
I do not like sharing my personal life too much.
Fruit's privacy has been violated. It's true that Ant didn't start the fire, but she was the one who threw gasoline on it. It is disgusting, disturbing, and depressing to hear about the stuff Fruit has to put up with because of this. It should have stayed private between the people involved, and it should have been settled amongst them all those years ago. If it ever turns out Aunt Hime does end up making a response video to me, I wanted to make a fun little bingo game to go along with it. Here are all the things that I predict Aunt Hime and her fans are going to say to insult me. As you can see, there's quite a pretty big list. The big money though, the big prize has got to be the leaking my nudes. If she manages to do that, that'd be fucking amazing. So yeah, if Aunt ever decides to stop being a coward, these are my predictions. I'll make sure to mark down the answers if I hear them. Oh, and I might as well drop this part in here. I don't actually hate Aunt Hime. I hate a lot of the things she's said and done, but if Aunt was willing to take my criticism, then I wouldn't be having this beef. I think she could be really funny at times, and there is some genuine criticism I have against VShojo. But damn girl, this ain't it. It feels very poorly researched, manipulative, and itself encourages harassment. Y'all remember March Charter? Straight up psychopathic levels of hatred. And Hime, whether intentionally or not, you fueled this kind of behavior. This needs to be called out. Don't brush it under the rug, stop being a coward, and admit you made a mistake. And if you still feel your video is justified after everything I said, then debate me. Quit hiding, and actually tell me yourself why you think you did nothing wrong. I genuinely want to hear what you have to say for yourself. I don't hate you. You can still come out of this not looking like an asshole. Now say it with me, folks. Everyone makes mistakes. It's only human. Okay, video's over. I expect to get an extra big paycheck from VShojo for this one. It's true. They have been paying me to make these videos defending Fruit. This is definitely not a bit.
Ding.
Oh, that must be them now. Huh. Huh, that's weird. Usually just like leave an envelope with the money inside of it. Oh well. Guys, oh holy shit! This goes so much deeper than I thought. FalseEyeD just barely scratched the surface. This goes so much deeper than VShojo. And Hime, she's not just an alleged Asian. She's working for the. I know too much. Oh god, they're watching me. The package. A while back, I was banned. I was banned from Aunt Hime's Discord for posting a link to my original video about her. But now after what I know, it all makes sense. It's about control. You know, she's censoring me. She wants the hate mobs, the misinformation. She wants to control. She wants to control us. Oh God, the signs were all here. I should have known. Hating British people, doesn't care about orangutans, and that Genshin Impact tweet she made. You know the one I'm talking about. Oh fuck! I said too much. No. You must know. You gotta know the truth. She's the ant queen, right? She's the ant queen. A queen needs her king. It's fucking hard to open.
上太阳红呀红彤彤哎，心中的太阳是毛泽东哎，他领导我们的解放哎，人民翻身当家做主人，咿呀咿自由呀呀自由啊，人民翻身当家做主人。天上太阳红呀红彤彤哎，心中的太阳是毛泽东哎，他领导我们奋勇前进哎，革命江山一呀一片红哎，咿呀咿自由呀呀自由啊，革命江山一片红。天上太阳红呀红彤彤哎，心中的太阳是毛泽东哎，他领导我们奋勇前进哎，革命江山一呀一片红哎，咿呀咿自由呀呀自由啊，人民翻身当家做主人。天上太阳红呀红彤彤哎，心中的太阳是毛泽东哎，他领导我们奋勇前进哎，革命江山一呀一片红哎，咿呀咿自由呀呀自由啊，革命江山一片红。天上太阳红呀红彤彤哎，心中的太阳是毛泽东哎，他领导我们奋勇前进哎，革命江山一片红哎，嗦啦啦子嗦啦啦子咿呀一片红哎。
You see all that right there? That's from jerking off to my Oshi.
Okay. Hey, it works.